Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, our very own Brewmaster Will has a soft spot in his heart for Selesnya tokens. So when I came across this deck on Twitter, I knew I had to give it a try, and once I had done that, I knew I had to bring it to you, the Brew Crew. You're usually going to know if you won by turn 3. It really outpaces every other creature deck, in my opinion. It goes way wider. It can sustain against control decks and just come right back to life if they board wipe you. On top of that, you're just having a blast with all kinds of fun cards, so you're definitely going to want to check this out. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. It's completely free, super fast, but it really means the world to us over here. Helps support the channel, helps support me, and gets us out to a much broader audience. So also don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know whenever we have new content come out. Let's get into today's deck, Selesnya tokens, as I mentioned. And let's start off with our utility package. They're the non-token creating cards in the deck. Well, one of them creates tokens, just not for you. We have 4 copies of Paladin class. We are going wide, so it's a perfect card for the deck. We have 4 copies of Rite of Harmony. When I previewed this card, I was like, I don't know, paying 2 mana to then pay more mana to bring out creatures to draw. In this deck, I think I've drawn upwards of 8-10 cards in one turn. You'll see in the gameplay. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. Then we have 4 copies of Skyclave Apparition, just to take things out if they're in our way. We don't have a whole lot of removal in white-green, but I think that is a solid one because not only does it take out creatures, but anything else that's in our way. Opposing Ezekiel's Chariots, Planeswalkers that cost 4 or less, anything. So now let's go ahead and get into our token base part of the deck. First, in our 2-drop, we have 4 copies of Clarion Spirit. Granted, it doesn't per se come out with tokens, but it definitely makes plenty in the end game. It works really well in this deck, especially with flashback and everything else that we've got going on. 4 copies of Ranger class. Enough said. It's an amazing card. And 4 copies of Join the Dance. I don't know what it is about this card that is so fun to play. Paying 1 green and 1 white for 2 1/1 white human creatures isn't that big of a deal, but it's fun. Maybe it's because I absolutely love Halloween, so I absolutely love this art with the pumpkin. I don't know, but it's a fun card to play. Being able to flash it back later is amazing as well, in my opinion. At the 3-drop, we have Adeline. I love this card. It's so much fun to play with, so much value. You've probably already seen it, but just in case, it is a newer card. We haven't played with it much. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar, is 2 white and a colorless. Legendary creature, Human Knight with Vigilance. It's an X4. Adeline Resplendent Cathar's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. So, one of the things I absolutely love about this card is the fact that any of your creatures can attack for this to happen. So when you throw it on the battlefield, as long as your opponent doesn't remove it before you get to your attack stage, then you're going to at least get something out of it. So it's pretty cool, and it gets out of control really quick. We have 4 copies of Battle for Breckguard. It's not a new card, but you might not have seen it. 1 white, 1 green, 1 colorless. It is a saga. Stage 1, create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. Stage 2, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Stage 3, choose any number of artifact tokens and or creature tokens you control with different names. For each of them, create a token that's a copy of it. And then we have 4 copies of Ezekiel's Chariot. Once again, you know why. It creates tokens, and it's a just overpowered card. I love it. Maybe not overpowered, super powerful, really nice card. And then we have our land base, which is 3 Cave of the Frost Giants, just to make sure we can get around those board wipes, plus we can fly in the air and finish our opponents off. 8 plains versus 4 forests, because we do have double white pips in the deck, a whole lot of them. We have 1 layer of the Hydra, C Cave of the Frost Giant, and then 4 of the pathways, and 4 of the new comes into play untapped as long as you control 2 other lands, which is Overgrown Farmland. So the deck is pretty straightforward. You're putting out a whole bunch of tokens and going wide. Your ideal opening with this deck is something similar to turn 1 Paladin class, unless you have Clarion Spirit in your hand as well. Then I suggest holding on to the Paladin class for turn 3, so that you go turn 2 Clarion, turn 3 a spell plus the Paladin class, getting more benefits out of the Clarion Spirit or more triggers in the game, because you're not getting a whole lot of Paladin class early in the game anyways. But ideally, you want to go turn 2, Join the Dance, or Ranger class. It doesn't really matter. Either one of those are going to work for the perfect opener. And I mean, probably Ranger class is a little better, but this one gives you 2 bodies. Into a turn 3 Battle for Breckguard. into a turn 4 Ezekiel's Chariot, and then when you untap the next turn, granted you have to have not lost any of those creatures, but you're going to make a copy of every single one of them. So you're going to get, let's say we did the Ranger class, you're going to get a Wolf, you're going to get a Warrior, you're going to get an Elf, or you're going to get a Human Warrior, an Elf Warrior, and you're going to get a Cat. And if you put a stop before that trigger happens, so just before you draw your card, I like to put it right there. You put a stop in your upkeep, or whatever you want to call it. You cast Rite of Harmony. Since it's an instant, you're also going to draw 4 cards that turn. It's pretty strong. I think you're definitely going to like the way this deck plays. Make sure you stick around until the end for the summary. And without further ado, why don't I go ahead now and get into the gameplay. Cosmic. Big C, huh? Cosmic's first. We have 2 lands, all the colors we need, so that's good. Paladin class, Clarion Spirit, Clarion Spirit, Adeline, Ranger class, and Battle for Brettguard. Let's keep this. I need another land to make Clarion Spirit really pop. I think I'm not going to throw... So let's just play white. And I think I'm going to save the Paladin in case we hit another land. We can go Clarion Spirit into Paladin class. Get at least 1 trigger out of it. Throw you out on green. Let's get that Clarion Spirit out there. Environmental Sciences. So no blocks. Well, we got our land, just not at the right time. That's an instant, and we can't really use it. I think we're going Ranger class this turn. Get ourselves our little token. Swing on in for 2. Back at them. Here comes their removal spell. Well, we have 2 Adelines, so that's good news. Paladin class, huh? Interesting. So, I mean, could go with Battle of Frostguard, but I think we're going to slam the Adeline. And at this point, they're going to make sure we can't really double spell anytime easily, so we're just going in with everything. They're taking the double block. They probably have removal in their hand. They're going to kill the Adeline. Elite Spellbinder coming down again. Okay. I mean, it's not hard to win with double Elite Spellbinders. Hopefully they're missing a land. I mean, we did. Nope. Oh, hey, there's a land for us. So they're still 2 turns away from doing anything too crazy. I'm going with the Chariot because we have so many tokens in the deck that we can get later. I'm going to go ahead and just swing on in with everything. They'll probably... Nope. Too much to handle. Too much to handle. Who do we have? What's up, Dan? I think it's Gudan. We go first. We have 3 lands: Hydra Forest Plains, Paladin class, Join the Dance, Battle for Brettguard, and Ezekiel's Chariot. So we have a turn 1, turn 2, a turn 3, and if we hit a land, turn 4. So we're pretty much going to be keeping. Let's mulligan into a worse hand than a perfect hand. This pet was a giveaway on mobile. I have rocked it here and there, but a lot of people who play it are only mobile. So you got to give them a little bit of patience. Remember, be a nice player. I mean, they're reading our Paladin class. They could be newer. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get our Lair of the Hydra out there, and then let's join the dance. Let's get this dance on the party. Dance. Let's get this show on the road. Ranger class coming down. They got themselves a 2/2. Let's go ahead and put out another forest. Let's do Battle for Brettguard. And unfortunately, no attacks. Reckless Stormseeker comes down. We're going to go ahead and let our opponent smack us. Another chariot. Okay, let's go ahead and get that chariot out there. So that will trigger all of these different tokens here in a second. Next. No attacks. End of turn. We have a bunch of 1/1s to fire up our chariot now. There's their chariot. But we have 2 of them. Okay, let's take our turn and trigger. Let's choose you, and you. It have to be different names, so that's what we get. Nice. So it's time to buff the old paladin class here. I could have put a stop and drawn a bunch of cards, but I feel like this was a better play. Let's go ahead and fire up the chariot with 2 of you. Oh, wait. Might as well use sick ones, right? Let's use you and you. Submit 4. We have another chariot for next turn if we want to. They'll have to lose a bunch of stuff here. So let's go ahead next. What do we got here? Vivavar. Opponent. Effer. I'm going with opponent. We got 3 lands. They're all white. We only have 1 card with green anyways. I think we'll keep this. It's very weird. But, I mean, it could win Clarion Spirit into... I don't know. We'll see. I need to hit a 1-drop here soon, or we're not popping off till turn 4. I don't know. It's weird. We'll keep it. We're on the draw. Let's see what kind of madness we incur. Monk of the open hand for the opponent. Oh, there we go. Cave of the Frost Giant. In the forest. Into Join the Dance, probably. Into Clarion Spirit. Into double Clarion Spirit. Ooh. Another Monk. Okay, that could be bad, other than we'll have Chump Blockers soon. But they couldn't utilize it right there, so that's good. So we can go Join the Dance, get some 1/1s, pass it back. Next turn, I can actually now go Clarion Paladin. So we actually are going to utilize this. Double Ushers. Going to trigger those. That's fine. We're going to have so many Chump Blockers soon that we're going to double block one of these. So let's go ahead and throw out our Plains. We throw the Clarion Spirit, making sure it's tapping green, into a Paladin class. And if they might have a Skyclave Apparition. If they do, that's fine. We're still going to go Clarion into Clarion next turn. Code Spell Cleric, they do not have it. That was their first play? Oh, the Portable Hole. They won't. Okay. I still think that was backwards. Oh, they went with the Paladin. That's going to be a mistake in a second, my friend. We'll go ahead and chump block one of these. Or not chump block, just we'll trade. We'll go ahead and take that hit. Let's throw out a Plains Clarion Spirit into a Clarion Spirit. And attack for 2 because all they have is a 1/1. Rip anything off the top that's not land, and we've got Join the Dance and the Paladin, or I mean, Paladin class and whatever it is. Turn after that, we have Paladin, or the Join again. We can Paladin class and pump it this turn if need be, unless, of course, they Elite Spellbinder. Oh, okay. They went Protector. I guess we'll just chump block there and take 2. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw out the Battle for Brettgard. Let's throw out this on green so we have another green. Let's throw out the Paladin class and get all those double token triggers. And let's go ahead and swing in with all of these. They're out of cards in hand. They do have a Faceless Haven. Portable Hole, big. They're going to rip it on here probably, but that's okay. We got other stuff going on. This doesn't do any damage. I don't know why I attacked with it because of this. We need to find our Skyclave Apparition. They're gonna create a token. So no blocks. Still does no damage. We need to find our Skyclave Apparition. So I think we're just got to try to race them. We're going to activate Cave. And then attack with... We only get through for 2 and they kill 1. So let's just do the 1 attacker and we'll just hit them for 2. I wish it was more. We'll just stall them out for a bit. Clarion Spirit. No blocks. We're gonna have to start blocking soon. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll copy this, this, and this. Submit 4. We throw the Skyclave Apparition. Take that out. Goodbye. Get out of here. See you later. Let's attack in the air with all of those. They fire up their faces, Haven. Swinging with everything. Okay. So we'll block a 1-1 with the Skyclave. We'll block a 1-1 with our 1-1. We'll block their 2-1 with a 1-1. We'll block their... We'll block here. We'll block one of these. And we'll block that there. So we've got everything blocked. 6 blockers. As long as we don't draw land off the top, I think we can double spell this turn. Get all kinds of triggers. We're down to 4. It is a land. So do I have enough? They can block 1 creature. Say they block 2. I was going to say, I think that's game. Got it. Got Cataflow. I'm just going with opponent. Well, we've got 4 lands, Rite of Harmony, Battle for Breckguard, and Ezekiel's Chariot. Super slow. Don't know. Let's throw out the Cave of the Frost Dragon first and see what our opponent is up to. They're on some Gruul action. Join the Dance was a perfect top deck there. Now we've got a turn 2, into a turn 3, into a turn 4. And I do believe that, yeah, it's on turn 2, so we're going to get the nice combo there. There goes a Werewolf. Doesn't matter which land we put out first. We pass the turn back. No attacks. Next turn, we will be throwing this on green into a Chariot. Get another token, and then we just make a whole bunch of tokens. Okay, they've got Tovolar. And they pass it back. Let's put this on green. Let's go ahead and put out the Chariot. Next, no attacks, and the turn. Next turn, this triggers, and we get all kinds of stuff. We're going to throw another Battle for Brett. Oh, wait, let's put the stop in our upkeep for the Rite of Harmony. We can we can block with 1 cat and 1 human. 1/1 token here. At least the just straight human, not this the regular one with the pumpkin here. No. Okay, well, that's fine. As long as they don't kill the other one. So now we... Bandicam 2009. Let's do this. Well, we go first with 3 lands. Perfect lands, too. 2 whites and a green. That goes perfect with Adeline here. We have Join the Dance for turn 2. Battle of Breckguard for turn 3. Yes, please. Let's lead with a white. Hi, Twitch. Boo. Okay, well, we're still going to keep our plan going, but they're going to have a bunch of removal, so boo. Just because they're holding up a removal, and I kind of want to get this. I want to get 1 hit off with this Adeline. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and let's first attack our opponent for 2. Pest summoning, huh? You just want to be all up in our way. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Battle for Breckguard. Let's do the battle. If their whole turn next turn is making 2/1/1s, that's fine. I mean, they're just stalling us out for the long run. I get what's happening here, but we have, you know, we can flash this back later in the game. We have draw cards. We got all kinds of fun stuff we could do eventually. There's the pest summoning. So we'll throw this out on green. We're going to throw out Adeline. And we're going to swing in with both our 1/1s. Create another 1/1. No way. Double block. Didn't see that coming. They're gumming up the board. Going into turn 4. We don't have a lot of time left. Infernal Grasp takes out our creature. Okay. Let's put a stop in our upkeep to Rite of Harmony, because then we'll also join the dance. So let's go ahead and just Rite of Harmony now. Go to main phase. Token comes out. 2 tokens come out, I should say. So we draw 2 cards there. And let's go ahead and join the dance. 2 more. 2 more cards, please. Nice. Skyclave Apparition. Well, okay, Brew Crew. That is going to do it for Selesnya tokens. And I am so happy to see a shell of Selesnya tokens that is actually working and pretty competitive. In my opinion, this is a tier 2 deck. I definitely think it is. It may be tier 1.5. I think this is a lot stronger than people think. If you really, really learn how to play the deck and get into the intricacies of it after time, I think you're even going to get stronger and stronger. Shout out to whoever built it. I didn't take down the name. I've been grabbing so many decks and screen grabs lately, so I apologize. But for 2 things. First off, I want to commend you. I love a type package, a 4-4-4-4-4. It's something me and Brewmaster will go back and forth on all the time. He likes 3s, 2s, and 1s. I don't hate them, but I just love 4-4-4. You know you're going to draw consistently your cards that you want. So, and the other thing I want to give you a shout out to whoever built this deck is I don't know what to change. It's running so perfectly. It's so synergistic the way it is right now that I don't really see changing anything. So you did a great job, and it is a blast of a deck to play. Let's go over craftables. Paladin class is super safe. Go ahead and craft away, in my opinion. Rite of Harmony. I mean, I'm playing it now. I have the copies. I don't think you should be crafting those. If you already own 2 or 3, maybe finish out the set if you like this kind of deck and you want to try it out. Make sure you have plenty of wild cards. If I needed it, I'd craft it for rares. If it was mythic, I don't know. I'm running a little low on those. Skyclave Apparition, 100% safe to craft if you don't own 4. They are an amazing card. Ranger class, Snapcraft, super good card. I absolutely love it. Adeline, pretty strong card, pretty powerful card. Goes in certain kinds of decks, in my opinion. If you, once again, if you have 2 or 3, maybe craft the rest to finish the deck out, but maybe you wait a bit before you go crafting this card. Battle for Brettguard. Don't craft this if you don't own them. If you only own 2 or 3, find something else to put in the deck. Find a whole nother card. Don't go crafting. I mean, it's super strong and super important, but you're not going to be using it anywhere else, so just be careful there. Ezekiel's Chariot, craft away. If you're going to craft anything in this deck that's not land, the first thing I would say is craft Ezekiel's Chariots, probably. Ezekiel's Chariots into Skyclave Apparitions. They're going to be the most played in the most decks, followed closely by Ranger classes. And then, of course, land is always safe, in my opinion, because they're going to go in so many different decks, so craft away there. If you like this content or any other content that we put out, it would mean a whole lot to me if you'd hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, super fast, but it means the world to me and Brewmaster Will over here on the channel. It really helps support us, and it gets us out to a much, much broader audience. Please leave a comment down below. We want to hear from you. We love hearing from you. Let us know what kind of stuff you've been enjoying seeing from us, or anything else you want to see in the future, or just to say hi. We love that too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know whenever new content comes out. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.